everyone and welcome to Commerce for All YouTube channel. In today's session, we are going to see about buying motives and shopping behavior of consumers. So a marketer should not only understand or should not only have adequate knowledge about the demographic profile and psychographic profile and other factors influencing consumer behavior. He should also have adequate knowledge about the buying motives and buying habits or shopping behavior of consumers. So what do you mean by buying motive? It is the reason why a person purchases a particular product or service, and all the impulses, that is strong feelings, desires, emotions, needs, which induce a person to buy a particular product or service are also called buying motives. And these motives make a person to take a buying decision, make a person or a buyer to react in the form of buying decision. Marketer must also have adequate knowledge about these buying motives of the consumers, and he must also understand that the fact that the needs and motives of consumers also depend upon their psychology, income, social status, etc. Regarding the kinds of buying motives, there are two kinds of buying motives. One is product motive and the another one is patronage motives. So impulses and desires that stimulate people to buy a particular product are called product motives, and impulses and desires that stimulate people to buy product and services from a particular shop are called patronage motives. And the classification of buying motives is given in this chart. So basically, buying motives are divided into two: product motives and patronage motives. Product motives are subdivided into two. One is emotional product buying motives. Another one is rational product buying motives. Similarly, patronage motives are also divided into two parts. One is emotional, another one is rational. So we are now going to see the product motives. As I told you earlier, there are two kinds of product motives. One is emotional, another one is rational. So if a particular person is being influenced by strong feelings, impulses, and emotions to buy a particular product or service, then these emotions and the impulses of feelings are called emotional product buying motives. That is, it gives more importance to emotions and feelings rather than for reasoning and thinking. He used to buy a particular product or service without reasoning and thinking and without much considerations, without considering so many factors. This one is rational product buying motives, and in this kind of product motive, emotions and feelings, they do not play an important role in the buying process. Rather than a buyer, before selecting a particular product, before purchasing a particular product, gives more importance for logical thinking and reasoning rather than emotions and feelings. So this type of buying are called rational product buying motives. It considers so many factors before buying a particular product and service. And now we are going to see the emotional product buying motives. And they are pride and prestige, emulation or imitation, affection or love for others, comfort, ambition, desire for distinctiveness, desire for recreation or pleasure, hunger, thirst, and habit. So first one is prestige and pride and prestige. So certain people, they like to lead a prestigious life in the society. They also wish to reveal their status in the society. A prestigious life in the society, what they do is they used to buy costliest products like gold jewelry, platinum jewelry, diamond, costliest two-wheeler, BMW car, Mercedes-Benz car, costliest mobile phones like Apple mobile phones. The next motive is emulation or imitation, and certain persons, what they do is they buy product or service which are bought by their neighbors or close friends and relatives. The third important motive is affection or love for others, and these motives urge a person to buy products, especially gift items for their near and dear ones. The next one is desire for comfort. The desire to lead a comfortable life makes a person to buy products like fans, air conditioners, air coolers, refrigerators, washing machines, etc. The next motive is ambition. It is a desire to achieve a definite goal or specific goal. And for example, if a student wants to study IIT after completing his higher secondary, what he will do is start his coaching, that is JEE IIT coaching right from his 9th standard itself to achieve his goal. The next motive is desire for distinctiveness. So certain people, in order to be distinctive, in order to express their individuality, in order to be unique in nature and to be a center of attraction, they used to buy certain products which are not possessed by others. The next one is desire for recreation and pleasure, and these motives urge a person to buy products like musical instruments, recreation items, and even to take up package trips to go for vacation, to go on for vacation with their family members. The other motives are hunger and thirst, which influences a buyer to buy food products and soft drinks. And the last one is habit. Certain persons have the habit of drinking tea and coffee frequently. They have the habit of smoking and drinking. So these type of persons, they used to buy frequently, that is out of habit, used to buy frequently coffee powders, tea powders, cigarettes, and alcohol. Next, we are going to see the rational product buying motives. So, what do you mean by rational product buying motives? I've already explained earlier. So, a buyer, before purchasing a particular product, he used to consider a lot of factors. He applies his logical reasoning and thinking before buying these products. So, for example, safety and security motive, economy motive, low price, suitability motive, utility of the product, durability of the product, and convenience of the product. So first one is safety and security. A person to protect himself as well as his family members and to safeguard his property. He used to buy products like lock and key, safety lockers, medicines, take insurance policies like life insurance and theft insurance. Next motive is economy. By being urged by this economy motive, a person buys products which are offered at discount or at economical rate. The third one is low price. So a person induced or urged by this motive, what he will do is he will compare a particular product with its competing products in terms of price and quality. For example, in case of two-wheelers, Hero Honda is mostly preferred by majority of the consumers because it gives more mileage when compared to other two-wheelers. The next one is suitability of the product. So before buying a particular product, a buyer, a purchaser, or a consumer also considers how far that particular product will be suitable to use. For example, if if a buyer has decided to buy a sofa set and his living room is smaller in size, definitely he will go in for two-seater sofa rather than three-seater or a little bigger one. The next one is utility or versatility of the product. So a person before buying the product, he will also consider how the product will be useful to him. What are the various purposes that the product can be put into? For example, food processor products like food processor, multi-purpose container, multi-purpose cleaner, etc. Take the example of food processor. So this food processor can be used for different purposes like cutting, slicing, for preparing juices, juicing, kneading, mixing, and so on. So he used to buy the products which can be used for different purposes. So next one is durability of the product. A buyer also considers how far the product will be durable in nature. What will be the lifetime of the product? For example, if he has planned to buy a furniture, if and that too a durable one, he used to buy a furniture made up of teak wood or rosewood, which will be more durable than a furniture made up of ordinary wood. And next one is convenience of the product to use. So this is also one of the most important motive considered by a buyer before selecting the product. So this motive, that is convenience to use, this motive urge a consumer to buy products like a laptop and iPad instead of desktops. So when compared to desktop, this laptop and iPads are more convenient to use. So next buying motive is patronage buying motives, and patronage means support or support offered by buyers to a particular shop. And patronage buying motives are divided into two, rational and emotional. So first one is emotional. If a consumer is buying product or service from a particular shop without considering any factors or without much reasoning and thinking, then it is known as emotional product buying motives. Next one is rational. If a person purchases products and services from a particular shop after much thinking and logical reasoning and after considering various factors, then those motives are called rational product patronage buying motives. So first we'll have a look at emotional patronage buying motives. And the first one is appearance of the shop. Attractive appearance of the shop. Exterior decoration, good exterior decoration and interior decoration will attract more number of people to that particular shop. Next one is display of goods in the shop. So attractive window display as well as interior display of goods in the shop will attract more number of consumers to flock into that particular showroom. And certain people, what they do is they buy products and services from a particular shop which are recommended by others like friends, close relations, family members, close colleagues, and so on. The next one is prestige motive, being urged by this prestige motive. So few people, what they do is in order to reveal their status, prestigious life in the society or prestigious status in the society, they used to buy even convenience goods like toothpaste, soap, etc. from a hypermarket or a departmental store rather than from a nearby grocery shop. The next one is imitation. So few consumers, what they do is they buy products and services from a particular shop from where their neighbors or friends buy. And out of habit, there are people who used to prefer or patronize particular shop for more number of years, and they do not switch over to another shop. So these are emotional patronage buying motives. Next we are going to see the rational patronage buying motives, and they are convenience to the consumers, low price charged by the shop, credit facilities offered, services offered to customers, efficiency of salesmen, wide choice, treatment and reputation of the shop. So first one, convenience to consumers. So regarding convenience, consumers mainly consider two factors, that is proximity and another one, shopping hours. So proximity in the sense proximity to the residential area or proximity to public transportation system like a railway station and bus stands. The next one is shopping hours. So if the shop functions even on Sundays, then that particular shop will be patronized by majority of the consumers. So good location and convenient or comfortable shopping hours attract more number of consumers to a particular showroom. Next one, if the shop offers products at discount or at low price, then that particular shop will also be preferred by more number of people. If the shop offers products and services on credit system or in installments, that will also be patronized by more number of people. If the shop offers better after sales services, good customer services, takes online orders, takes orders over phone, and if there is home delivery, and that particular shop will be preferred by more number of people. Efficiency of the salesman, if the salesmen employed in that particular outlet are more efficient and they guide the customers to select the right type of product, then that particular shop will be preferred by more number of people. If there are a wide variety of products available in that particular shop, right from grocery items to household appliances, then that particular shop will attract more number of people into that particular showroom. Treatment: if the customers are treated with respect, politeness, and courteousness, and if the shop enjoys good reputation, that is good name and good image in the minds of the public, these two factors will definitely attract more number of people to that particular shop or showroom. So we have seen the rational, patronage, buying motives also. So regarding buying motives, there are two kinds of buying motives: product motives and patronage motives. Product motives and patronage motives, each of them are divided into two, that is emotional and rational. So after studying the buying motives of consumers, a marketer must also must have knowledge about the buying habits or shopping behavior of the consumers, and that too shopping behavior of consumers in relation to various types of products like convenience goods, shopping goods, and specialty goods. So a marketer, after understanding the factors influencing consumer behavior, after identifying the geographic profile and psychographic profile of the consumers, he finds out who is the consumer. So after finding out the consumer, he must know the buying habits of consumers. That is, what does the consumer buy? Objects of purchases. Why is the consumer purchasing? That is, motives behind purchase. So we have already seen now, when do they purchase? That is, time of purchase, occasion of purchase, and how frequently they are purchasing. Where do they buy? That is, place of purchase. That is from a nearby petty shop or grocery shop, departmental store or supermarket, or from a hypermarket. How do they buy? That is, whether they buy the goods on credit or for cash or by using cards like debit cards and credit cards, and what kind of information and from what sources they have collected the information. So all these things must be known by the marketer. The next one we are going to see is buying habits of consumers in relation to various types of products. So consumer goods, as we all know, they are goods bought by consumers for final consumption, and they are not meant for resale. There are three types of consumer goods. One is convenience goods, shopping goods, and specialty goods. Now we are going to see the buying habits of consumers in relation to these type of goods one by one. First is convenience goods. So convenience goods are low priced goods. They are purchased with least effort, that is minimum effort, and no planning is required for purchasing these type of goods. And the price of these type of goods is very low. Then regarding the need for such good is recurring in nature. That is why these products are bought frequently. Example, toothpaste, soap, salt, etc. And the customers would usually like to buy goods from a shop which can be easily accessible. That is, these shops must be made available. These products must be made available within the close proximity of the customers, preferably in residential area. And the marketer must make these products available, as I told you earlier, within easy reach of the customers. The next one we're going to see is shopping goods. So they are costly when compared to convenience goods, and there is planning is required behind every purchase. And since the products are costly, customers compare the prices, quality, and models of a particular product with its competing products, and they also visit more than one shop to finalize their purchase. Example, clothes, footwear, household appliances, etc. And regarding the selling points, only smaller selling points are available for these products, and these products are not located in an accessible area, that is in a residential area. They are clustered in market centers, and marketers normally sell these products to retailers rather than through wholesalers. So, and what the marketer must do, they have to modify their marketing strategies according to the motives, needs, and expectations of the consumers, as well as according to the tactics followed by the competitors. The next one is specialty goods. They are high-priced goods which require more investment, and they are less frequently purchased when compared to shopping products. So since the products are costlier, consumers, before finalizing the purchase, they consider factors like cost, utility, prestige factor, availability of alternatives, and opinion of others. And usually the entire family takes part in the decision-making process. Example, cars, gold jewelry, luxury watches, etc. And manufacturers, what they do is they sell these products through their own showroom or through registered franchising. Thus, a manufacturer or a marketer must have adequate knowledge about the buying motives and buying habits of consumers. By understanding the buying motives and buying habits of consumers, a manufacturer can manufacture products according to the tastes and preferences of the consumers. That is, what type of product the consumers expect, what model they expect, what design and shape they expect, what color is preferred by the consumers, and so on. Next, a manufacturer will be able to fix the price according to the motives of the consumers. Usually, emotional oriented consumers, they buy products even though they are highly priced. They will not consider price as an important factor because they are influenced with strong feelings and emotions, whereas persons having rational product buying motives, they give more importance to price. So it is the marketer or the manufacturer, he must fix price accordingly, catering to the needs of both these two type of consumers. And not only the manufacturer and the marketer, a salesman should also have adequate knowledge about the buying motives and buying habits of consumers. If he has adequate knowledge about these two, then he will be able to display the product needed by the consumers immediately, and this saves the shopping time of the consumers. So by understanding the buying motives and buying habits of consumers, the needs and desires of the consumers can be satisfied. Marketer should not only have adequate knowledge about the factors influencing the consumer behavior, he should also study, or he should also have better knowledge about the motives and the buying habits of consumers in order to make his marketing efforts more effective, and thereby to increase the sales of the organization and to bring in more revenue or profit to the organization. Thank you.